It really boils down to that each person is valuable and everyone has struggles. No one is perfect, and addiction is a real struggle for some of our students, some of our parents, and it's a real issue that needs to be addressed, not ignored.
Welcome to another edition of Recovery Happens. My name is Patrick Patterson with BW Rock. Today we're going to be sitting down with an important supporter of recovery from addiction, Brian Eddy, the principal of Imlay City High School.
Yeah, my name is Brian Eddy. I'm a high school principal at Imlay City High School, and I've been there for 3.5 years now, so it's a great job. I get to help kids every day.
Great. Why do you think it's important to support people that are recovering from addiction?
Well, in public education, I believe in all kids. All kids can succeed, and unfortunately, over the last couple of years, I've seen more and more students struggle with addiction, and drugs are everywhere, and they're coming into our schools as well. So I've had a couple serious circumstances with some students in the past 1.5 or 2. It really has been a really big wake-up call. So I'm looking forward to being more aware and helping our students in a proactive way to help them stay away from drugs. If they are already struggling with addiction, we want to support them and help them get past some of those challenges so that they can be successful young people. When I think about when I was in high school and comparing it to today's school, drugs can be accessible. I think when I was in high school, if I were to go looking for drugs, I could find them. And today, I think that still rings true. However, I don't think it's as far of a distance that kids have to travel or look for. I think that opioids specifically are at fingertips at times. So it's really important to be diligent as leaders in the building to make sure that our students are safe, and that accessibility is really, really prevalent. We need to be mindful of that. I support getting recovery for all students. All students are very, very valuable. It really boils down to that each person is valuable and everyone has struggles. No one is perfect, and addiction is a real struggle for some of our students, some of our parents, and it's a real issue that needs to be addressed, not ignored. So it's really, really important for us to make sure that we help all students, and then be mindful that addiction can be something that is an obstacle to learning and success overall. So opioids affect athletics, they affect academics, and they also affect students in a social emotional level, relationally between parents, home, school, and peers. It happens all the time. Athletic fields are not an exception to the struggle of accessibility or addiction in general. So I'm sure that opioids have entered our athletic fields in our school, unfortunately, but I would say all schools as well. So one thing that we have been diligent in recently this past year is that we've equipped our coaches to be more mindful of students as a whole child, and mental health awareness, and addiction is folded into that as well. Well, I think it's really important for me to talk in my official role about getting rid of that stigma, because all people have challenges, and addiction can be one of them, and no one can do it by themselves. So we have to ask for help. So anytime a principal is seen as unapproachable, it really is a barrier to asking for help, and that's what we all need, is whether it's addiction or any other challenge, we can't do it alone. So it's really, really important to focus on students as a whole, with their support networks being home and school, and making a difference in any way that we can. There's some things that we have tentatively planned that we're looking forward to do to help this issue. We are going to be partnering with BW Rock in the next year to do a threefold rollout. We're going to partner with our seniors in a mental health unit for addiction and addiction awareness. We also will be having all of our freshmen exposed in PE and health class to maybe a lower level of depth. The third and final item that we have planned for the year is have My Secret is My Story planned for sometime later this school year. It's really important that we have our social emotional people, our counselors, and school social workers ready to help anyone who may be particularly moved by the story, and we're working in that setup phase to really bring awareness and to lower those barriers so kids feel comfortable to ask for help when needed, and so third-party people can advocate for help when needed as well. If I were to see a student today, the one message that I would want them to know is that we're on your side. We're here to help. Even though it might be scary to ask for help, that's exactly what needs to happen so that you can be successful and that you can be safe. And that's exactly what we want for you.
Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Recovery Happens. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, please give us a call at 888-68-BWROC. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Earl Hummel Farms.